ആഫ്റ്റർനൂൺ എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് നോമ്പ് സമയമാണ്. എല്ലാവരും എന്നിട്ടും ഇത്രയും പേർക്ക് ഒരുമിച്ച് വരുവാനും ഈ ഒരു നല്ല വെബിനാറിലേക്ക് വീണ്ടും കടന്നു വരുവാൻ ഇടയാക്കിയല്ലോ. ആദ്യമേ തന്നെ നമ്മൾ ഇന്നത്തെ മീറ്റിംഗിന്റെ അധ്യക്ഷ പദവി അലങ്കരിക്കുന്ന ഷമീറാണ്. ഷമീർ കുവൈറ്റ് മലയാളികൾ ഗ്രൂപ്പിന്റെ ജനറൽ കോർഡിനേറ്ററാണ്, പ്രോഗ്രാം ജനറൽ കൺവീനറാണ്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ഈ വർഷത്തെ ആദ്യത്തെ പ്രോഗ്രാം എന്ന് തന്നെ വിശേഷിപ്പിക്കാം. അതില് അധ്യക്ഷ പദവി അലങ്കരിക്കുന്ന ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട ഷമീർ റഹീമിനെ ആദരപൂർവ്വം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. For us today we have the program facilitator, Dr. Arun Joshi. We are actually honored to have you over here with us, especially for the particular issue which many people are facing these days, especially in this dry weather or dry climate. And we are extremely happy to have you over here, and we welcome you wholeheartedly, and may you have a wonderful time along with us for this time. So we welcome you, Dr. Arun Joshi. And actually all these while IDF has been a great part of us. Dr. Arun Joshi is basically an executive member of IDF also. Well, Dr. Amir, the Honorable President, he will be introducing him. So this time also we are blessed. And we are honored to have the Honorable President, Dr. Amir, with us, who is the President of IDF. He, in the first webinar, he had introduced IDF. Then on the second webinar, he in fact last month introduced Dr. Susana, and now we are having Dr. Amir with us to introduce Dr. Arun also. So we welcome you, Dr. Amir. We welcome you to this forum. And now we are moving on to the next program. Shamir, shall I give the time to Dr. Amir? Dr. Amir, would you please introduce Dr. Joshi to us?
Good afternoon to each one of you. Ramadan Mubarak. The President, Mr. Shamir, my dear friend, Mr. George, all the well-wishers of Kuwait Malakal Group. It is indeed a privilege and an honor for IDF to be associated with such a noble venture. Your efforts in promoting knowledge is highly appreciated. This is the least that IDF can do, create health awareness, because with awareness comes precautions, and with precautions comes prevention, and it is always better to prevent a disease rather than cure a disease. So that's how we should work about it, and the Kuwait Malakal Group is doing a fantastic job in creating and spreading health awareness in the community. So please do accept my appreciation and commendation from the Indian Doctors Forum. Today, you people, all of you who have gathered over here and who are going to attend this seminar or webinar are truly blessed, because you have chosen one of the best IDF member, Dr. Arun Joshi. He's a founder member of the Indian Doctors Forum, a very active member. He's been an office bearer for 2 terms, and his interest and his passion in the field of academics is well known to all our IDF members. Whenever we are faced with any problem with regard to skin, immediately we contact Dr. Arun Joshi, and he's there 24/7, always there to help us out. Dr. Arun Joshi has got a vast knowledge and a vast experience in the field of dermatology. In fact, now I think it's been 29 years he's been practicing dermatology. He did his undergraduate and postgraduate studies from the prestigious All India Institute of Medical Science in New Delhi. That's the premier college, #1 medical college in India. And he did his undergraduate and also his postgraduate studies from that prestigious institution. So that just goes to show the caliber of the person. He, in his career, he had also gone on an expedition, a scientific expedition to Antarctica. So there's something that's of much interest, and you people should ask him what exactly he found over there when you are interacting with him. And he is also been awarded a fellowship in dermatology, and he has more than 70 publications to his credit. There's an annual health guide that is brought out by the Indian Doctors Forum. And on 2 occasions, Dr. Arun Joshi was the editor of this very prestigious health guide. What I want to bring to the notice of all the participants over here is, whatever problem you have, don't miss out on this opportunity. Just shoot, throw your questions, no matter how silly it may sound, because you have a person, he's a consultant dermatologist. Remember that. He is not a registrar or senior registrar. He's right there on top. He's a consultant dermatologist. And to meet him takes months, of time if you need an appointment with him. So here you have him in front of you. Just shoot your questions, ask him anything you related to skin matters, and he will explain it in such a manner that even the what you call the most simple person will also be able to understand what he's talking about. So with this very, very few words, it is my honor, privilege to introduce Dr. Arun Joshi, consultant dermatologist working with the Ministry of Health, Parwania Hospital, to this webinar. Thank you.
Yeah. Dr. Arun Joshi, everything is over to you, sir. Would you please start with your presentation? And
yes, thank you. And first of all, good afternoon, namaskar, assalamu alaikum, happy Ramadan to everyone, and happy Navratri also. So it's a auspicious month and days going on. Thank you, Dr. Amir, for such a kind words and wholesome, lavish praise and introduction. And it gives a lot of encouragement and inspiration. Okay. And whatever I have achieved is because of my parents and family and friends and IDF, always supporting in whatever we want to do. And thank you, Kuwait Malayalikal group, for giving me this opportunity to interact with you, all your members, and through your forum, maybe others also, because I think the information has gone to other groups also. So I'll try to do justice as much as possible within my own capabilities. And the topic is very dear to me, and that's skin conditions. And it's a very great thing you people are doing during this corona pandemic time when physical meetings are not possible for obvious reasons, but this way we can share whatever and can be of help to each other. So I will start my presentation. I'll share my screen, okay? And so for sharing my screen, I should go to this is my presentation is visible.
No, doctor. You need to open it, doctor.
No, I have opened the presentation.
No, doctor. What you should do is that you please keep open the presentation. Then you please once again go back and start
Okay.
then in your screen it will be there.
Okay, so I should first go back again.
Now
to
first you keep
sharing.
open your presentation.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, then go back again, once again, start the same procedure. Then you can see your open presentation there. Then it will be able, you will be able to show it.
Just give me 1 or 2 minutes.
No problem.
No issues, no issues.
My
Doctor, no, doctor, you need to open your presentation first. I think you are not opened your presentation. You are trying to open it now.
Yeah, I have opened it now. It is showing on my screen.
No, doctor,
Yeah.
see, this is not opened. Actually, this is a folder which you opened, right? You need to open your presentation. Then it will be shown in the screen. Then if you click on that, then people will be able to see it. Now, right now, what we are seeing is your desktop.
Okay, I should open the presentation and then.
Yeah, you need to open your presentation.
Okay, let me see. Now I have opened this, and shall I do the same thing again? I go back and
Yes,
Now-
please, doctor.
Now you may share the screen.
If you click on the share screen, then you will be able to see your presentation there. Then you will need to click on that presentation. And if you
Yeah,
need to, and if you need to show, yeah, right now we can see. And if you need to share any video with the sound, then you
Yeah.
need to click the sound option also. Once again, there
Yeah.
is it.
No, there is no video now. So it's just, can you see the presentation? Okay, now
Yes, doctor.
is it full screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now full screen, then you need to make it screen in the down. The full screen, you need to make it in the down.
Okay.
Towards your right side, there will be
Yeah.
there will be an icon. If you click on that, it will be there. Yeah, exactly that.
Is it okay? Yeah. So good afternoon. Sorry for this few minutes lost. And anyway, so the topic we have chosen is common skin conditions. It will be quite a wide topic, but I will try to squeeze in as much as possible. And there are two parts. One is common skin condition. The other is skin care. So good afternoon again. Like, I will just give a brief introduction. What is the relevance of skin to us? We may not be knowing that skin is the largest organ of our body. The skin diseases cover diseases not only of the skin, but also of the hair, nails, the oral cavity, and the covering of the genital area, mucosa. And we are not only like pediatrician, dermatologists see patients from day one of age till 90, 100 years of age, till whatever age people live nowadays. And skin condition are the most common cause for doctor consultation. Almost everyone suffers or experiences one or two conditions in their lifetime. And skin being visible to others, it has a great psychosocial impact on the person. And some of the diseases which are very common or chronic, which are long lasting, and also on the exposed parts of the body, like on the face or hands, they can have a very great psychosocial impact because of how the other people perceive. That can lead to a person going into depression, isolation, not meeting with people, and it can have a great impact on them. And that's how it affects the quality of life adversely. And another important thing is skin conditions can be manifestation of internal diseases. And good dermatologist or good general physician or any other specialty, sometimes they are able to pick up anything going on internally. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, our skin plays a great role in self-esteem of the person. How a person looks, or his or her skin and appearance, or hair and nails, it conveys a meaning of good health to others. And skin is a physical barrier to outside world. Outside world is harsh. So there are physical agents: cold, heat, dust, sun rays, UV rays, infections. Skin provides the first barrier or obstruction to infections entering our body. And it's not just a physical barrier. There are kind of immunological things which are happening which prevents the infections. And then nowadays pollution and going on, and global warming, so chemical allergen pollutants, it is the skin which comes in contact with. And skin, people may not know, some people may be knowing, vitamin D is produced by skin. Okay, so this is how our skin has great importance. So before I go to common skin conditions, I would like to give general measures for a good healthy skin. People ask, like, everybody wants to have a skin like a child, soft, bright, smooth. And for that, the measures are similar, which are good for general health also. Whatever is good for general health, measures are good for skin also. Adequate sleep, minimum 7 hours a day, plenty of water, especially in desert, cold area, like hot area like Kuwait. And people may not know, the air conditioning also removes the moisture from the rooms. So we may be feeling cold all the time, but we are exposed to dry weather, in and out both. Balanced diet is important, especially fresh fruits and vegetables, avoiding too much of sugar. People may not know that sugar, it not only causes diabetes, it promotes skin aging and wrinkling. Yoga and meditation, regular exercises, walking, simple walking, brisk walking, not expensive, going out 45 to 1 minute an hour a day. It helps. It improves the circulation, it removes the toxins, and it keeps the skin healthy. Other things. What are a few things I want to say which I feel are very common mistakes people do? Whenever anything happens, and it is applicable to other diseases also, not only for skin, they try to seek help when their problem is more advanced or more severe, and they don't come early to the doctor. So seek doctor's advice as early as possible. For skin condition, many a time patients come to me and they tell, doctor, I didn't come because this was not painful. They come when the whatever skin problem has become 2 centimeter, 5 centimeter all over body. I said, you think that if it is painful or itchy, then only it's a problem? If it is visibly there, it should bother you. And second thing is, never self-medicate. For skin conditions, people have this tendency. Okay, before they go to the doctor, they try their own remedies, home remedies, or told to them by the friends, relatives, neighbors, Google Guru. So they do that. Okay, and by the time they come there, these medications have done more harm than good to the patient. The condition has progressed, the side effects have appeared. Because I tell my patients, if your mobile is spoiled, or television, or something wrong with your car, or refrigerator, what do? Do you ever open it or try to correct it? No. You go to the technician, mechanic. Something which is costing just 40 kd to 100 kd, or maybe 10,000 kd, but you are experimenting with your lives on your own. That is one message I give all my patients. Third thing is, never share medications. If you share medication which has been opened, the medicine may never think one fever has similar. Fever can have many causes. So all the fevers are not same. All the skin conditions are not same. And do not use medications without prescription, especially steroids. I'll come later. They are a big problem. And third thing, last thing I want to say about this is keep records of your medical conditions. Okay, whatever referral paper or is given by the doctor writes a notes. He writes the diagnosis, he writes the medication. Keep a copy of it. Nowadays, you can take a picture on the mobile. Keep pictures of the medications you have been taken, because many time patients come, I have used this cream, this tablet, which was red color, white color. Doctor is interested in knowing the name, what you have taken, and whether one medicine has given effect or not, or whether any medicine has produced side effects. So those things are, this is general advice. So now coming to the main topic, that is common skin conditions, which we dermatologists see in day-to-day, everyday practice, especially in Kuwait. So it may sound like my entire dermatology, but I'll try to squeeze it in. Keep reminding me of the time. So these are the common conditions: infections, eczemas, inflammatory conditions, acne, urticaria, change in color, pigmentary condition, which can be increased or decreased pigmentation, which bothers quite a bit. Tumors are less common, but yes, cysts and some swellings are common. Scars after surgery, after acne, after burns, after infections. Hair disorders, loss of hair, increase hair. Hair at a area where it should not be there, like in women having hair in the chin or beard or mustache area, not good. Nails losing hair, big problem. So then nail disorders, drug reaction, these are common conditions, which we see. So coming to infections, the common one are, I hope I don't sound very scientific, but most of the general people can understand this. Infections, there are four main variety organisms which call. There are bacteria, viruses, fungus, parasitic. Virus is now known to everyone because of corona. They know that what is corona. I think the shape of corona is known to everyone now. But these are the skin infections we see causes. So I'll show some of the pictures to make things little more clear, and that how these infections look like. So bacterial infections can be of the hair follicle, and these are medical terms, but common terms in Hindi, I will say, I don't know what is it in Malayali. We call it funsi, funsi or foda. In Arabic, they call it dummal, These are milder infection, but there are serious bacterial infections also, which are seen in people who are diabetic or who have some immunity, their immunity is low. Cellulitis, abscess, eczema. Milder infections can be taken care of by oral medications, creams, ointments, cleaning. But serious ones, sometimes they need IV injections and admission also. These are some examples. If I show the good thing about dermatology, skin disease is it is visible to the patient, to the doctor. So sometimes we can make out, okay, what it is, even the patient can make out what it is. So these are some examples. Around hair follicle, there is pus. I don't know whether you are able to see my arrow there. Yes. So this is around hair follicle, these small pus points. This is what bacteria causes. This is a bigger one. When we call it boil, boil you must have heard. This is bacterial infection of the eyelash, root of the eyelash. It is in children. This is quite a common infection because of scratching, irritation. The nail introduces the bacteria, and this crusting. The skin breaks down, and honey colored crust. This can be quite serious, and it needs to be treated urgently. Same bacteria can cause sometimes this bulla. These are which are filled with pus. More serious infections, ecthyma, more seen in or gangrene, or almost becoming an abscess in diabetic patient. Many people have nails which are growing inside, very common, very painful condition, and then causing infection of the surrounding skin of the nail fold we call it. These were some examples of the bacterial infection. Coming to virus, again very common, viral warts. I think you must have seen many people having it in and around you. Herpes, chickenpox, herpes zoster molluscum. These are the main viral infections I see day to day, or all the dermatologists see every day. So, like viral warts are very common in India. We call them massa or musa. In some Arabic, Egyptian, they call it ayn samak. They look like eye of the this thing. This is like a plain warts, very small, very. They are usually painless. This is on the earlobe. I think this most of the time it occurs because people get it on scalp also from the barbers using the same this thing. This is the most common type of warts we see, plantar warts. These are called by virus, human papilloma virus. There are more than 150 types. Now imagine the patient should come when he had only 1 or 2 spots, because the treatment for this condition is painful and destructive. Like for many of the viruses, there is no antiviral drug. Like for bacterial infections are easy to treat. Give a course of antibiotic for 7 to 10 days, it can be taken care of. But this viral infection, some of them, they don't have any medication, so they have to destroy it by liquid nitrogen or physical means like electrocautery. So imagine how painful it can be. So earlier the patient come, the less duration it will take for the doctor for him to remove that condition and improve his. And these are more examples like wart on the finger, warts around the nail. These are warts. These are like small growths which are rough in appearance. And they're painless. Like bacterial infection are painful, they're painless. These are viral infection, viral warts on the beard area, very common. This viral infection on the soles, plantar warts. I showed another picture. This type of virus, which is on the left hand side, I'm showing. This is commonly seen in children. This is molluscum contagiosum, very common in children. One child gets it, the other sibling gets it in the school, in the play schools. See this? Again, painless, but the treatment is painful. So I always tell patients, bring the child when the child has only 1 or 2 or 3, rather than these many. Because treatment is by liquid nitrogen, touching it or spraying it, which is a painful procedure. Or sometimes in India we used to do chemical cautery or electrocautery. All are painful procedures. So this herpes group, another common group is herpes labialis or some people you must have seen in your friend circle or yourself. People get small breaks or erosions around the lips, angle of the mouth, or the small blisters. This is herpes virus, very common. Problem with this virus is once it enters the body, it stays in the body throughout the life. And once in a while, it keeps on getting flared up. And the reason for flared up are stress, physical stress, exam stress, any other kind of stress going on. It can, or even lack of sleep. Other is common virus, chickenpox, everybody knows. Herpes zoster must have seen. Chickenpox, everybody gets during the childhood. It is generalized. The chickenpox, whatever rash occurs, it occurs on all over the body. Unfortunately, I don't have a photograph. I would have shown you. Now, the same virus of the chickenpox, which everybody gets in the young child age. Some people who have not got it in the young age, they get it later on in life, and later on in life, it is more severe. Same like herpes virus, once it enters the body, it stays in the body. But where does it go and stay? It stays in the spinal cord. And later on in life, it again flares up once in life. Chickenpox is painless, the rash is painless, but yes, chickenpox virus, there can be fever, headache. But herpes zoster, which is flare up, which occurs late in life, 35, 40, 50 years of age. I will show you some pictures. Might have seen. Now, these are examples of herpes simplex around the lips. More severe. When a person gets herpes for the first time, it is more severe, along with the fever and headache. Subsequently, it may be minimal. Now, this is herpes zoster. It occurs on one side and one part of the body. This is example of herpes zoster. These are blister. Blister is something which is filled with water, water filled condition. This is another, this is chickenpox in a child, chickenpox. Okay, again chickenpox. Chickenpox occurs all over the body, face, chest, back, neck, and there are solid. Chickenpox rash has many types of spots will be visible. There will be red spots, there will be fluid-filled spots, and there will be broken. But the problem is this one, herpes zoster. These are my own patients. I saw in my clinic. Same chickenpox virus once in a life can reappear again. But once in this form, it appears only on one side of the body. Clear midline. This is the midline, one side. And again, there are blisters only. And this condition can be very painful in some of them. And surprisingly, it can be painless in others. Because as I told you, the chickenpox virus goes and sits in the spinal cord. And this is along the distribution of the nerve. That part of the skin is affected. In Arabic, this is called hizam nari. It's like a belt. Hizam is belt and nari is hot. Not like Indian nari. The nari is this is hot water. They say hizam nari. So it's a this is the name for herpes zoster. Only one side of the body, the chest and trunk are the most common area. So as I told you, from the midline it will start and go forward only in one area. So if the right side is affected, left is not affected, or other areas of the body are not affected, unless herpes zoster happens in somebody who's a cancer patient or taking drugs which are reducing his immunity, or in diabetic sometimes. Now imagine these blisters, once they break down, the skin becomes like ulcers, and then it takes time to heal, and then bacteria can, sometimes there can be like this, pus filled. But the good thing about this is it subsides in 2 weeks time. But problem with this is the specific treatment is to be started within 72 hours. But most of the time patients come to see the dermatologist on 4th or 5th day. I can understand there are problem. People go to the GP first. GP has to refer to the dermatologist. That is how it works in the ministry. But in people can go to a private doctor, dermatologist. But yes, that is expensive. And this antiviral medicines are also expensive. First of all, is the patient himself delays it. They think that it is okay. Some insect has bitten. And that is why they try something else. They go to the GP on 3rd or 4th day when it becomes more painful or the more blisters appear, and then the GP refers, and by that time 3rd or 4th day is over. And the antiviral treatment which you want to start, it should be started within 72 hours. So that's a problem. If it occurs around the eyes, as I said, it can happen anywhere on the body, but it will affect only one area, one nerve which is affected in that area, right side or left side. If it occurs around the eye, immediately go to the dermatologist and also see the eye doctor also, because this herpes virus affecting the eye can have serious implication. This person had it on the neck. Now these were the common viral infections, bacterial and viral I have covered. Now the fungal infection, again a big problem. As I told you, bacterial infection, 1 or 2 weeks antibiotic course, okay. Viral infections, except for warts, which take long treatment, the herpes or chicken pox or herpes zoster, 2 weeks it can be cured. Fungal infection is becoming a big problem, very big problem, especially in people, working class people who are living in conditions where there is sweating, overcrowding. Their working atmosphere is such, there is heat and too much sweating, or they are working with the safety shoes or tight clothing, overalls. It promotes fungal infections. Again, in this condition, the problem, and this condition needs treatment for at least 4 weeks to 6 weeks. And this is becoming a very big problem nowadays in our community. All over India, there are news for last 5 years. Earlier, these conditions were 4 years earlier. You give a course of antifungal, it gets cured. Nowadays, the fungus is changing, and our way of living or way of working conditions are changing, and this behavior, self-medication, wrong medication, this is causing a big problem, and the people are suffering for. I will show you the pictures how they are suffering and how extensive it can become. So these are the common fungal infection we see. It is called ringworm infections, which is the wrong name, because it is named as, because shape is like a ring. But ringworm is, there are worms which are present in the stomach. They cause stomach infection, intestinal infections. So this is another problem. Is the television and ring guards, itch guard, those kind of treatments and television advertisements. They are becoming big problem. So these 3 fungal infections we see very common: ringworm, candida, tinea. Now this is the example. Person may think it is eczema. Problem with the skin condition is when a person goes to, many a time the patient go to the GP, pharmacists, because they think they don't have time to go to the clinic, or going to the dermatologist is expensive. They go to the pharmacist without looking at the region. Anything related to skin is eczema, and they give steroid, and steroid is like a poison for this fungal infection. Steroid reduce the symptoms, but they promote the infection. They don't cure it, and the person his condition keep on increasing, and this is how the whole body gets covered. And these are the kind of patient I see almost every day. This patient's entire face is covered, hand is there. This is because of steroids. Using the fungus is not. See, it started from here. His face is covered, and this all area is there, and then this on the axilla. See, this is the situation. Again, his neck is covered, his groin. This it looks as if it has been cured. No, this is the steroids which are making it invisible. And I'm just showing it a very simple test a dermatologist can do, and just take a scraping. Within half an hour, he can confirm this is a fungus which is causing. It is like a mold. In English, normal name is mold. Another thing what we are noticing is the person, if he has fungus, another part of the body he scratches, then he touches the hand with the same hand. He touches his scratches his eyelids. We are seeing this very common nowadays. Earlier, we were not seeing fungal infection around the eyelids. My ophthalmologist friends will tell what side effect it can have on the. This is the fungal infection of the beard area. Again, the fungus. This is how it looks under microscope. Fungus infection between toes. The other common infection is candida. I don't have pictures, but this is like white pigment, white deposits on the tongue or cheek. genital area, around the nail fold, and between the nail toe web, which I showed. It's more common in diabetics. Tinea vesicular, another fungal infection. Now, this person has been using steroids, thinking it is eczema, although it is fungus. And now steroid side effect, you see the color of the skin has become white. Steroids have many side effects. It needs another lecture on that. And people are loaded. So how to prevent these kind of infections? Daily bath. Many of our everybody should take bath daily. We are taking, but with soap water. Another thing which many people do is once they get skin infection or skin disease, any skin disease, they stop using the soap as if it is a soap which is causing the problem. Soap is the one which gets rid of their sweat, the dirt, the grime, the bacteria, the fungus. So if you want to take bath with soap and water daily. For fungal infections, to avoid them, the clothes should be washed at 60 degrees. They should be dried in the sun, inside out. Don't share towels, clothes, bed linen, footwear. Clothes of the infected person should be washed separately. Regular mopping and cleaning of the home floors, because the fungus, that white scaling which you saw, it keeps falling on the floors and then out. Weight reduction helps, and sometimes one can get infection from the. This I have covered earlier. Like how to get better quickly, getting the better out of doctor consultation. Do not self-medicate. Seek help early. Seek help from qualified doctors and dermatologists. Do not treat every rash like eczema. Like similar thing. I'm just emphasizing it. Now, other condition what we see is inflammatory conditions. Psoriasis, very common. 2 to 4% of the population. So out of every 100%, 2% will have psoriasis. Many of you must have seen. Psoriasis can affect our body from head to toe, from scalp, from trunk, it can affect the nails, it can affect the joints. It can be mild, it can be moderate, it can be limited. This unstable psoriasis patient going into more severe condition. This was in a child, affecting only the palms and soles nails. Now, inflammation means it's difficult to explain, like what happens in our skin. Inflammatory condition, like the common inflammatory conditions are psoriasis, lichen planus, eczemas. Now I am showing you some examples of eczemas. Lot of our workers, they are working in construction work and or factories or furniture work or decor work or interior decoration, tiling, whitewash, painting. These are kind of eczema from cement, from paint, from whitewash, thick, dry, scaly, hyperkeratosis. You can imagine, person has to live, has to earn his livelihood. He can't give up his job, but he keeps suffering and keep taking the treatment. Again, on the face, this is one of the example of very common in children. Some children have the habit of licking their lips. They don't drink water enough. The dryness causes them. Instead, in order to get rid of the dryness, they start licking their lips instead of drinking water. The enzymes in the saliva, they damage the skin, and this is how then it persists. And too much of corticosteroid use can also have problem. Simple Vaseline, plenty of water, mild steroid, and telling the child not to do the lip licking. Person who is using wet work to like our maids or chefs, cooks, restaurant workers, too much cleaners, too much of hard work for work, like this can go. This child hot water burn, superficial, then causing this exfoliation. Seborrheic eczema and the dermatitis, again very common. This seborrheic eczema in a child, common. This is another. People are not aware of our sweat, and once people wear tight clothes. I see this in construction workers, laborers working outdoors. The sweat and tight clothes, they cause inflammation. The name of this condition is sweat eczema, sweat dermatitis, sweat rash. Another very common skin condition we see is urticaria. Hives is a common name, or wheals. It can appear suddenly, very itchy. These kind of red patches, round, irregular, they appear anywhere on the body. They last for few minutes to few hours. There can be some trigger like medicines, drugs, infections, pollens, or most of the time, 90% there is no cause. So, like acute urticaria again. Few words about pigmentary condition. These are the ones which cause a lot of botheration to people. Increase in color or decrease in color than the normal. So increase means darker than normal. Decrease means loss of color or decreased color. Most common is vitiligo, decrease in color. Then anything which happens in the skin, any inflammation like bacterial infection, viral infection, psoriasis, lichen planus, it can leave behind pigmentation. I don't have picture of pityriasis alba, very common condition in children, but it subsides within 6 months to 2 years. With non-steroidal medication, there is a specific medication. It can go very quickly within 2-3 months. Some example of vitiligo. Again, like psoriasis, it can be limited to 1 or 2 spots, or it can be very extensive. Like in this patient, around the eyelids, on the feet, on the hands. Or some people will have only few areas, not extensive. This person had it on the elbows, knees. This girl is 11-year-old. She had it on the scalp with the graying of hair, white hair, and chest and back. This gentleman having it on the lips, around the. Again, another one with vitiligo. This is after wrong treatment he put and developed blisters. Opposite to vitiligo is melasma. I think in Hindi we call it chhaiya, very common in women after pregnancy or even without pregnancy also, because it occurs in males also. This brown color discoloration on the cheek, on the forehead, cheeks, nose. Difficult condition to treat, but yes, there is treatment. But precaution is to use the sunscreen after it has been treated. People stop using sunscreen, it comes back again. This is like in a woman. Acne, again, very common nowadays. 20-30 years back, not many people were getting, not everybody was getting acne. Nowadays, all the children, 90% they go through this. Teenage, 12-13 years of age, the acne starts. It can be mild, like this, very few spots, moderate, severe. Earlier you seek the treatment, the better are the chances of curing and avoiding the scarring and permanent scarring. Treatment is available. Nowadays, children are getting acne at the age of 9 or 8, 11. I have seen 9, 10 years of age also. Again, acne on the forehead, chest, and back. As I said, skin, we deal with hair also. Like all this condition, we can have talk every month. Or so I am just touching them. This is patchy hair loss, non-scarring type, very common. Alopecia areata. People have diffuse hair, baldness in the hair, male pattern, female pattern, from anemia, thyroid diseases. So there are many causes. I'm not going to the details. This patient, the picture on the left, he had 2 conditions. Sometimes it happens. A person can have 2 skin conditions together, alopecia and psoriasis. This is an example of keloid. So I have more pictures, but I will not go on with that because there are similar eczema and all. Psoriasis of the nails, psoriasis again. And few more ideas about how to avoid excessive wrinkling or aging of the skin. We all start aging the day we are born, all our organs, including the skin. But for skin, since it is exposed to external factors, sunlight, UV radiation is an important factor which causes wrinkling. So avoiding sun exposure, but yes, we have to go out for work, for schools, for children have to go out for. So wear fully covering cotton clothes, full sleeves, caps, hats, and sunscreens, if you can afford, a little expensive, and moisturizing the skin. After bath, using, first of all, the soap should be moisturizing, non-irritating type. Okay. And good habit is to use any moisturizing cream after the bath. This is all. I tried to cover a lot of things. I hope people can make little sense out of it. And if there is anything, now I can take up the questions. Okay. So,
Doctor,
yes.
please, you need to stop your screen sharing.
Okay. I should go to,
No, you can stop the screen sharing. There is this thing, no?
yes.
You can,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Georgetta?
Ade, Roshan.
Questions start here.
Please, please. Yes.
Okay.
Doctor, we have couple of people who
Yes.
have raised their hands, but we'll go through the first 8 questions which we already got through our group.
Yeah.
Then we will address the. Okay.
So, Doctor, good evening and good evening, everyone.
Yes.
So, I'll be asking the questions in English as well as in Malayalam. Okay.
Yeah.
And your answers will be translated as well. Okay.
Yes.
ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ഞാൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലും മലയാളത്തിലും ചോദിക്കുന്നതായിരിക്കും. നിങ്ങൾ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കേസ് നമ്പർ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടല്ലോ, ആ കേസ് നമ്പർ അനുസരിച്ചായിരിക്കും ഇവിടെ ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോ അതനുസരിച്ച് നിങ്ങളുടെ ഉത്തരങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങൾ ദയവായി കേൾക്കുക. അതിനെ ബേസ് ചെയ്ത് എന്തെങ്കിലും സംശയം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ മാത്രം നിങ്ങൾ വെക്കുക. ഈ സമയത്ത് ലൈവ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസർ ടൈമിൽ നിങ്ങൾ കൈകൾ പൊക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ അത് നമ്മുടെ അഡ്മിന്മാരെ നോട്ടീസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ആ ഓർഡറിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ചോദിക്കാനുള്ള ചാൻസ് തരുന്നതായിരിക്കും. താങ്ക് യു. So, Doctor, already you answered the first question, case number 1, which was asked this thing. So, for everyone, I'll be just reading the question once again, and the answer which you gave, I'll read all together. Okay?
Yes.
That will be the plan. Okay, Doctor? ആദ്യം വന്ന ചോദ്യം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എസ്സിമയ്ക്ക് വേണ്ടിയുള്ള ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് എടുത്തായിരുന്നു, പക്ഷേ അത് ശരിയായ വണ്ണം നേരെയായില്ല. ഇനി എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം, പിന്നെ മിലാസ്മ, ഫേസിൽ മിലാസ്മയുണ്ട്, എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം എന്നുള്ളതായിരുന്നു. ഡോക്ടർ, ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ was had done enough and more treatment of eczema but not completely cured, what to do now, and in face also there is melasma. The answer which you gave was ത്വക്ക് രോഗങ്ങൾക്ക് എസീമ, സോറിയാസിസ് തുടങ്ങിയ രോഗങ്ങൾ തുടർമാനമായ ചികിത്സ ആവശ്യമാണ്. അല്പം ഭേദം വന്നത് കൊണ്ട് മരുന്ന് നിർത്തുവാൻ സാധ്യമല്ല. ഭേദമായാലും സൗഖ്യം നിലനിർത്താൻ മരുന്ന് ചെറിയ അളവിൽ എങ്കിലും കഴിക്കേണ്ടി വരും. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ഡോക്ടർ തന്നേക്കുന്നത് അത് ഭേദമാവണമെങ്കിൽ ഡോക്ടറിനെ കൺസൾട്ട് ചെയ്ത്, അതെ ഈ ഡോക്ടറിനെ അല്ല ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു ഡോക്ടറിനെ തന്നെ കൺസൾട്ട് ചെയ്ത് അതിന് വേണ്ടുന്ന മരുന്ന് നിലനിർത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് പോകണമെന്നാണ് ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞേക്കുന്നത്. കേസ് നമ്പർ 2, born in Kuwait, eczema had been there since childhood, but now it has been worsened and all over the body.
Roshan, doctor wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Wants to have a word, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, doctor.
I will say, like, for this eczema, one thing I want my everybody to understand, like, when you go to the doctor, whatever doctor tells, it is a problem. Like when anybody goes for consultation, we don't register what doctor has told about the condition, how to use the medications. There is anxiety of the patient discussing, going into the room, and too many things that a doctor sometimes tells in medical terms and not able to explain, or doctor may be in a hurry or getting disturbed, which is not a good thing. Doctor should give 100% attention to the patient. Okay. First thing to understand is the doctor should explain what is the condition, what will be the course or natural history of the condition. Okay, how it will behave. Many times this thing is not told to the patient by the doctor. The patient should be told problem with skin conditions is they are chronic. Most of them are long lasting. Chronic means they are long lasting. Some of them are lifelong conditions. So the person should understand, okay, these are lifelong. There is no cure, but there are treatments. The things can be controlled and the life can be lived along with it. See, there I give example of hypertension is lifelong, diabetes is lifelong, chronic backache is lifelong. There are many conditions which are lifelong, and people take medicines and they carry on with the life. Same way for the skin diseases, it has to be told by the doctor, and patient has to understand. Problem occurs when people, if it is a chronic condition, people will get fed up with the treatment. Unfortunate part is that for skin conditions, applications of creams and ointment, that takes time, that takes commitment. Taking tablets is easy. If somebody has hypertension or diabetes, taking tablets morning, evening, afternoon is also, but applying creams and ointments and moisturizer, yes, it is more time consuming. So eczemas, psoriasis, these are lifelong conditions. So what is to be understood is, for these kind of conditions, to use a treatment which is effective, but at the same time not causing side effects, because anything which is taken for a long duration can have side effects. So in skin, curable conditions are short duration conditions are, as I told you, bacterial infections, 1 to 2 weeks, okay. Viral infections, herpes and chicken pox, or herpes zoster, 2 weeks cleared. Fungal infection, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months cleared. But these eczemas, these are internal genetic conditions. That tendency cannot be cured by medication. It is inbuilt in the person's system. So the person, what is need to be told is, what are the conditions which will aggravate the eczema, which will make it worse? What are the things which will make it less severe? What treatment to be used when? When the condition is more extensive, more severe, more aggressive treatment. When the condition is localized, limited, less severe. And in between, when the skin is absolutely normal, at that time also preventive treatment needs to be continued for these kind of, especially for eczema. I will cover this now because eczema is very common and it is becoming commoner, starting from childhood eczema, atopic eczema. Okay. These children have dry skin, and dry skin causes irritation. These children have skin which is sensitive to everything outside the surrounding area, atmosphere or environment, more than the normal children or normal persons. So general measures, as I said, moisturizing soaps, using emollients. Emollients means things which keep the skin soft and supple. Liquid paraffin, coconut oil, olive oil, moisturizing creams which are little expensive, the pharmaceutical ones. Vaseline is good, but it is thick and sticky. Keeping the skin soft will avoid irritation and starting of the eczema. Wherever there is eczema, if it is severe, it needs to be treated with steroids for short duration, as advised by the doctor. Not like use doctor advise once and then you continue for years together or months together. That will cause a lot of side effects. And there are medications which are available which are non-steroidal. During flare-ups, use steroids. When it is controlled, non-steroid. And trying to understand which are the things which cause aggravations of the condition. Any food, any medicine, any drugs, the weather, summer or winter. So accordingly, those things to be avoided. Those are.
Doctor, if you don't mind, can I just interrupt you?
Yes, yes.
And we, because of the time factors as well, I have many questions as well, right? That's why I'm really sorry. But let me just translate what you have said now. Okay. Doctor ഇപ്പൊ പറഞ്ഞത് ഈ എക്സിമയും ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് ഇങ്ങനത്തെ കാര്യങ്ങളെന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് ചിലത് നമ്മുടെ ലൈഫ് ലോങ് നിൽക്കുന്നതാണ്. അത് ഡോക്ടർമാർ തരുന്ന മരുന്നുകൾ കണ്ടിന്യൂസ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുക, അത് നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതത്തിൽ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് തന്നെ ഉള്ളതാണ്. അതിനെ എന്താ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നതെന്ന് കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്ത് അതിനോടൊത്ത് ജീവിക്കാൻ മാത്രമേ കഴിയത്തുള്ളൂ. ചിലത് ക്രോണിക് ഡിസീസ്, ക്രോണിക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പോകാത്ത തരത്തിലുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിനെ കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്ത് അതിന് വേണ്ടുന്ന മരുന്നുകളും കാര്യങ്ങളും വെച്ച്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചോർച്ചിലുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ കുറവാക്കാൻ പറ്റിയുള്ള മരുന്നുകൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്ത് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ മാത്രമേ നമുക്ക് കഴിയത്തുള്ളൂ എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഡോക്ടർ ഇപ്പൊ പറഞ്ഞത്. Doctor, the question number 2, which was asked,
Yes.
which was asked was, the boy was born in Kuwait. He had eczema since the childhood. It's worsened and it's all over the body. The answer which you gave, and you also once again you explained it now as well. Okay, it is genetically inherited, will come and go throughout the life, sometimes less, sometimes more. And some tablets you have suggested is Dexlansine cream twice a day all over the body, Elica cream on affected areas twice a day, Histan half tablet daily at night for 10 days, tablet 6 times in the morning, and mild soap bath daily. 6, always use cotton clothes. This is what you asked. Doctor, there was 2 questions which was asked, case number 3 and case number 4, which you were not able to answer. You didn't answer it that time. Okay. See, there is a black patch on first was spotted on the head. Then now it's there at the elbow and the knees, and it's almost there for 15 years. And the tablets was taken, but it's not effective. And the tablets which he is taking now is Salibat 30 grams. What shall he do?
No, I think this case I missed it. I would like to see the photograph of the patient again. Yeah, I can send the reply again. Okay.
Okay, no worries.
For the black thing, as you're saying, this is okay.
Okay, and
one more thing I want to say, like, the person should keep on following with the doctor, and particular many a time parents or children or patients, they stop going to the doctor thinking it is not getting cured. But whenever it becomes severe, go and see the doctor, and whatever he explains, follow it, and then every 3 or 6 months keep seeing the doctor. That helps.
Okay, thanks, doctor. Case number 4 also, there is itching in the groin area, then on the hands. Now the itching sensation is all over the body. Any suggestions or solution?
See, without seeing, not possible. The itching in the groin can be fungal infection, but in India we call that, and many people are treating it wrongly. So just sometimes looking at picture, it has become difficult to tell what it is. Yes, looking directly, and if it is like a round patch, then it could be fungus, not simple itching. Or one has to see it. Sometimes if there is no patch or no round spot or nothing, it can be itching just because of excessive sweating or irritation. So as I said, wearing loose clothes, cotton clothes is good for fungal infections, to avoid these kind of things.
Doctor, I will show you. I will show you the photo of that the previous question which was asked. I hope you can. Just a moment. Let me try to share with you. Just a moment. Or Georgetta, I think we will share with him in the WhatsApp, and then once he answers,
you can send me by WhatsApp. I can just.
That'll be better. That will be better. Yeah. Right now, we'll go with the other questions, please.
Other questions.
Okay, Doctor, we will now go for the live questions. We have already some hand raised people with us. So we'll go to the first person who answers, Ansa Maria. Ansa Maria.
Ansa undo? Video on akumo?
I think he's not there, Georgetta. So we'll go for Jay.
Okay.
Jay bhai, samsarikavo. Okay, cholo. Cholo.
Doctor, actually, a skin problem in my lips. There is a white rashes. That is on this side and this one. There is a small dot.
See, as I said, it can be vitiligo. I think it is very small, when I'm seeing it in the picture.
Small dot. Yeah.
So it see,
last 10 years I am having the same thing.
See, it can be vitiligo, or if you had history of some people who have herpes, I told you the herpes virus, the small vesicles, small breaks come in the skin around the angle of the mouth. When they heal, they can leave behind this white discoloration. Okay. If it is a small part plus, then nothing to bother about that. If it is occurring all over the body, one more thing I will tell you about vitiligo. With these white patches, if they are present on the area where there is hair, with the medications, the hair will come back. But if the white patches are on the lips or genital mucosa, those area or on the palms where there is no hair, the white color will not come back. For that, you need to go for laser or skin grafting, those kind of things. And for if it is a mild thing, small things, better is to stop birth. You can try treatment, give a trial for 2 to 3 months, but if it doesn't work, that means it will not work. So then the only treatment is either laser or surgical treatment, like that. Surgical means replacing the skin from different area and putting it on that white patch. Okay. So that is it. And I was just noticing also that
last 10
you
years
were,
I am having.
yeah, I'm saying, telling you, you are having it's, if it is a small thing, minor thing, try the treatment. If it doesn't work, the other options I told you, surgery is there, laser is there. So the doctor will go by stepwise. Medical treatment, surgical, laser, or medical, laser, or surgical. Again, the laser and surgical are expensive. Okay. The creams you can try, but there's no point trying it for more than 2 months. If it is not affecting, if it has not given you result in 2 months, it will not. And sometimes you have to live with it. If it's a small thing, minor thing, just ignore it. Just
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Question next is Johnson.
Yes. കേൾക്കണ്ട്. ഹലോ.
ചോദ്യം ചോദിച്ചോളൂ.
അതെ, മകൾക്ക് അവളുടെ ചുണ്ടുമേലുണ്ട്, പിന്നെ കൈവിരലിലുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ ആ ഫോട്ടോ അയച്ചിരുന്നു. ഇപ്പോൾ ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് കഴിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട് അവള്. ഗുളികയുണ്ട്, എല്ലാം ഉണ്ട്. അത് ഇങ്ങോട്ട്
ഡോക്ടർ അത് പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. ഞാനിപ്പോ ഗ്രൂപ്പിലും അത് പറഞ്ഞു. കറക്റ്റ് ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് തന്നെയാണ്. Doctor, this is case number 6, where you have said the treatment is correct. The ointment and the other tablet which they are using is correct. The treatment is the right treatment.
For vitiligo, yes. For vitiligo, yeah.
Vitiligo. And doctor, you have mentioned that the color of the lip might not come back. Can you please explain it? Like,
no. What happens is, as I told you, vitiligo can be all over the body, or vitiligo can be limited to some areas. Okay. This is also, many people have, we call it specific type of vitiligo, which is called lip tips. Lip means it is present on the lips and it is present on the tips of the fingers. Now these areas, there is no hair root on the lips or on the fingertips. If vitiligo happens anywhere on the body where there is hair, any patient who has developed vitiligo, once the treatment is started, the hair, the color starts coming from the roots of the hair. The cells which produce color are present in the root of the hair. They are the ones which start producing the color, and that color starts spreading to the area. But unfortunately, when the vitiligo is affecting the lips or the tips of the fingers, especially this part, palm part, this part, still there can be chance of recoloration. But this part and lips, this is a problem. These are problem areas. But yes, medical treatment may not work. But as I told you, there are advanced techniques available. Now people are doing skin grafting. There are people are doing taking out the cells which produce the colors from other part of the body, from the not other part of the skin, making a suspension of that, injecting it here, and then along with the other creams and ointment. So there are many advanced treatments available, but some of them are not available here in India. Many dermatologists are doing. They are little expensive. But first is to try medical treatment. See, all these conditions is to go stepwise. Try medical treatment. If not working, then go for surgical or lasers. Sometimes you can go directly to surgical or lasers. The doctor will decide when to do which treatment.
Okay. Okay. Johnson, Saho, അത് ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ? ആൻസർ ഓക്കെ അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ.
അത് പ്രശ്നമൊന്നുമില്ലല്ലോ?
ഇല്ല, അത് കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഇപ്പോൾ ഉള്ള ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് തന്നെ കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്താൽ മതി.
ഓക്കെ മാറിക്കോളൂ അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ.
So doctor, we'll go back to the existing questions. Okay, case number 6, which you already answered, is psoriasis patient presently not taking any medication but applying only steroid ointment. Is there any treatment to stop its recurrence? Is it okay to take COVID-19 vaccination? The answer which you gave, I'll first say in Malayalam, then I'll say it in English. ഈ പൊസാറിസിസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നമ്മുടെ ജീവിതകാലം മൊത്തം നിലനിൽക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഡിസീസാണ്. ഇതിന് റെഗുലർ ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് തന്നെ ആവശ്യമാണ്. ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ അതിനുവേണ്ടി ഫയൽ ഓപ്പൺ ചെയ്ത് നല്ലൊരു ഡെർമറ്റോളജിസ്റ്റിനെ നിങ്ങൾ കാണിക്കണം. ഓക്കെ, ഇതിന് ക്യൂറോ അതിന് പറ്റിയ മെഡിസിൻസോ ഒന്നുമില്ല അതിന് പറ്റിയത്. പിന്നെ ഇത് കാരണം കോവിഡ് വാക്സിനേഷന്റെ എടുക്കുന്നതിന് കുഴപ്പമൊന്നുമില്ല. അത് വാക്സിനേഷൻ വെബിനാറിൽ നമ്മൾ കവേർഡ് ആയിരുന്നു. So doctor, the treatment which you said, I already said.
For psoriasis, I will tell you something more. As I told you, psoriasis can, if it is limited to some areas, only few spots, then ointments and creams are enough. Okay. If the condition is more extensive, then oral treatment is also there. Tablets are there. But all those tablets, medical, they need monitoring of the liver, kidney, CBC. So that is why, since psoriasis is like hypertension, a lifelong disease, better to open file in private or ministry clinics and go to the doctor every 2 to 3 months. When the condition is under control with only creams and ointments and Vaseline, when it becomes extensive, then the doctor will give tablets, or there is many biological therapies, very expensive, 1000 KD a month, available in India also. For this condition, even that doesn't cure it, it just controls it. So far there is no cure for psoriasis.
ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞത് സൊറാസിസിനെ പറ്റിയ ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് ഇതേവരെ ഒന്നുമില്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പറഞ്ഞേക്കുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ നിങ്ങൾ ഡോക്ടറിനെ കൺസൾട്ട് ചെയ്ത് അതിന് വേണ്ടുന്ന ട്രീറ്റ്മെന്റ് കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്യണം. ഇല്ലെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അത് പ്രശ്നമായി മാറാനുള്ള സാധ്യത ഉണ്ടെന്നാണ് ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞേക്കുന്നത്. So doctor, the next question.
Vaccine, yeah. About the vaccine he can take. There is no problem.
Yeah, which vaccine. I already said, doctor. Okay. Question number 7 was age 38 years old person, a private job. He's British in completion and always in Coverall, but he has allergic sort of issue, and but from neck to forehead, it's always darker than the body. Okay, and the treatment you said is it can be because of obesity, familial oil applications on skin and all, which I'll translate it now. ചേട്ടാ, നിങ്ങളുടെ ശരീരത്തിന്റെ കഴുത്ത് തൊട്ട് മേളിൽ ഫോർഹെഡ് വരെയുള്ള ഭാഗം ബാക്കിയുള്ള ശരീരഭാഗത്തെക്കാട്ടിൽ കരൾ മാറ്റം, അത് ചിലപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ ശരീരത്തിന്റെ വണ്ണം കൊണ്ടായിരിക്കാം, അല്ലെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഫാമിലിയുടെ ഒക്കെ സംബന്ധമായ കാര്യങ്ങളായിരിക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ദേഹത്ത് ഓയിൽ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്നതുകൊണ്ടായിരിക്കാം. ഒരു കൺസൾട്ട് ചെയ്യാതെ ക്ലിയർ ആയിട്ടൊന്നും പറയാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ലെന്നാണ് ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞേക്കുന്നത്. Okay, so doctor, we'll go for the live sections now. The next person is iPhone. I don't know his name. He's mentioned as iPhone. That's why I called as iPhone. I'm really sorry. Yeah. iPhone. iPhone ചേട്ടാ വരാവോ? ലൈനില്ല. ഐഫോൺ എന്ന് പേരുള്ള ആള് വരാവോ?
ആള് ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് ആണോ? ഐഫോൺ വഴി സംസാരിക്കാമോ അതോ ഇടാനോ? ഓക്കെ, അടുത്തതിലേക്ക് പോവാം.
ഐഫോൺ ചേട്ടാ അടുത്തതിലേക്ക് പോവാണേ. Okay, the next in line, Mary. Mary, unmute ചെയ്യാവോന്ന്?
Hello.
Ah,
Hello.
പറഞ്ഞോളൂ.
Good evening, doctor. I have since last 2 months, I have severe itching in my upper body, some parts only. Then its redness will come. First redness will come. First itching will come. Then after that redness, then some discomfort is there. Then after 1 or 2 hours, it will go. So many parts, upper parts, back side, hands, everywhere it's coming. Daily it's coming. I applied so many creams and some Aries one tablet. I went to the clinic here, local clinic. Then they gave some tablets and some applying creams. But nothing will happen. Every day it will come and go. After 1 or 2 hours, it will go. What is the condition? This one?
Yeah, I will tell you what you are having is typical history of urticaria. As I told you, these hives and wheals, urticaria. These
Okay.
this
Okay.
eruption in urticaria is very itchy. As I showed you the picture, it is
Itchy.
red,
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
red, it
yeah.
is irregular in shapes, and in few minutes to few hours it will disappear with the
Yeah.
treatment, medicine or even without the medicine.
Mm-mm.
The problem with urticaria is once it starts, we cannot say whether it will be here for 1 week or 2 weeks or few months or a year. Most of the time it subsides in few months. Okay.
Okay.
Acute urticaria, as I showed you the picture earlier, it can be all over the body. People
Okay.
can have swelling on the lips and eyes also. And it's very distressing, very itching.
What is the cause for that,
Cause,
doctor?
see,
No,
when we try
nothing.
to find a cause, 95% of the time we don't find any cause.
Okay.
Okay, but we
Okay.
want to do basic test. We can do test CBC, thyroid, yeah, and we do the test for urticaria only if the urticaria is lasting for more than 2 months.
Now
If it is
it's
not lasting-
almost 2 months, I think.
Yeah,
Now
if it is 2 months, you can do CBC, you can do thyroid, you
CBC.
can do ANA.
Okay.
There are some tests,
Okay.
but
Okay.
99% of the patients, everything comes normal.
Okay.
Now people think like it is maybe because of the food. See, if the food is causing urticaria, then the urticaria should happen every time you eat food, and after a few minutes, or it should happen. Food allergy is not a common cause of urticaria, because whenever you are taking food, you are not taking one item.
Okay.
Taking 2, 3. Even tea we are making. There is milk, there is sugar, there is tea.
Okay.
If you are having lunch, you are having some curry, some chapati, some rice. So finding food allergy is very difficult. It takes time. But urticaria, the treatment is simple. Anti-allergic tablets like Zyrtec or Cetirizine or Zyzal or Arius.
That one day only that will subside. After I stop medicine, then that will come again.
That's what I am coming to.
Okay.
Simple. There is for urticaria, no need to apply any cream. Cream is for eczema. Steroid creams are for eczema, not for urticaria. See, the urticaria rash will subside within few minutes. So why to put creams? Creams are there for eczemas or allergies, not for urticaria. For urticaria, anti-allergic like Cetirizine, Zyzal, Arius, there are many medicines. One tablet is enough. For some people, one is not enough. Then we said, okay, take 2. Some people, they take one in the morning, and after a few hours, again the urticaria appears. We said, okay, take 2 tablets. The person takes 2 tablets, still urticaria occurs after few hours. We said, okay, take 3 tablets a day, morning, afternoon, night. At the most, up to 4 tablets a day can be taken safely. Okay. But you are saying you take the tablet today, tomorrow urticaria comes. Urticaria, when it will stop, nobody can tell. It may stop tomorrow, it may stop after 1 week, may stop after 1 month, may stop after 1. But this Cetirizine tablet or anti-allergic tablets are safe to take. Okay. Some people's urticaria does not get controlled by a simple anti-allergic. They need steroids. But steroid taking for long time has side effects. But this anti-allergic you can take for every day. No problem. I have patients who are taking it for 10 years. Every day, one tablet, he is controlled. Next day, he doesn't take, urticaria comes. He tried it. We tell the patient, you take anti-allergic for 1 month, stop it. If it is still continuing, then take it for 3 months.
3 months. Okay.
In some people, we think that there can be infection in the body,
Mm-mm.
like toothache or stomach ache, or in ladies urinary infection.
Mm-mm.
Urticaria, that infection may cause urticaria. Okay,
Okay.
rare
Okay.
cause.
Mm-mm.
So we can give a course of antibiotics
Uh-uh.
for 1 week, even if there is no symptom, to just see, okay, if there is
Mm-mm.
infection, hidden infection in the body, we treat that, it may cure.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
like without proof, we call it empirical treatment, but we give it.
Mm-mm.
But besides that, anti-allergic tablet you are taking, but try to take that tablet at the same time.
Same
If it is you are
time.
taking at 8 p.m. in the night, you take at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Not like one day you are taking at 6 o'clock, one day at 10 o'clock.
Mm-mm. Okay.
So
Okay.
that way, the next day you will not, like, yeah, in the
Mm-mm.
night you take a tablet, morning you notice urticaria, take one in the morning, one in the evening.
Okay. Okay.
After 10 days, try to make it once again. If one
Okay.
tablet is giving 24 hours relief, continue for one tablet for 1 month, stop it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
After that, if the urticaria comes after 2-3 days, that means you need to take tablet every other day.
Okay.
Then after twice a week, then after once a week, then stop it.
Okay. It completely can cure with this.
Urticaria can disappear, but we say when it will disappear, I cannot say. Nobody can say.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe tomorrow it will not come, or maybe
Mm-mm.
after 2 weeks, or maybe after 1 month. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Thank you, doctor. Okay.
Thanks, doctor. ഡോക്ടർ അടുത്ത ആളുടെ അടുത്തോട്ട് പോവാം. ഡോക്ടർ ദേവി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആള്. ദേവി, നെക്സ്റ്റ് പേഴ്സൺ ഈസ് ദേവി. ദേവി സഹോദരി ലൈനിലുണ്ടോ?
ഉണ്ടല്ലോ.
ഓക്കെ, ചോദിച്ചോളൂ, മലയാളത്തിൽ ചോദിച്ചോളൂ.
ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ്. ആരോടാ? ഡോക്ടർ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് അല്ലേ? മലയാളിയാണോ? ചോദിക്കാം, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. എങ്ങനെ വേണം? മലയാളം വേണം, ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് വേണം?
ഇല്ല, ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ചോദിച്ചോളൂ, കുഴപ്പമില്ല.
ഗുഡ് ഈവനിങ് ഡോക്ടർ.
Good evening.
Doctor, I have the problem with my leg heel skin. I think last June, it's that heel skin is getting hard and hard.
Doctor,
The crack also.
Doctor, I have sent you the photo. Can you please check your mobile?
Yeah, I'll just...
The photos of the heels and the medication she is taking. Yeah, Miss Devi, please continue.
Last June it's started. I think my muted there.
See, what you are having is the skin is little red, and it
Yeah.
is hard, and it is broken. So this is because the skin of the soles can become thick in some people, and then it cracks. So applying for this, I will suggest use. I will write you the medicine, Celibate ointment for the thick area. For the broken area, Bepanthen ointment. Okay.
Can I tell you one thing, doctor, please? Because
Yes.
this picture is almost 5-6 months back. Right now, that area is cure almost, because I stopped to apply the medicine, because the medicine it not work for me. Then I stopped that one. Now since the 2021 start, I stopped totally, because nothing is working for me. So I stopped.
Just now listen to me. Just now you said it is cured, but I have stopped the treatment. So if it is cured, then how you are saying the skin treatment is not working?
No, sir, doctor, I told that picture was more than 5 months before.
Yeah.
Last.
So tell the current picture. Send the current picture. How it looks now.
Okay. 1 minute. And
Okay.
now this now 3 months I am applying only Vaseline. So that cure, I mean that one. That is that picture was before.
Yeah. Once it gets. Yeah. So send the current picture. And the other
Yeah,
medicines
then-
are recently Lamisil and Dectarine and Tracon. This is for your finger infection, the fungal infection of the nail fold, the fingers. Other
Okay.
medicine.
Then because I want to ask you something, doctor. This is because I was taking the vitamin C and vitamin C plus zinc. Every day I am having that one. Then I stopped from the last 2020 December 30th.
Yeah.
I feel maybe because of excess of the vitamins or something like that. So I stop. I don't know, but I stop. I am afraid.
No.
So this medicine also I finished that day. I stopped that from that day, December 31st, 30. After
for
that,
the sore,
yeah,
for
after
the-
that I'm applying only Vaseline.
so
Yes,
once
then
once,
yeah, slowly it's not coming more and more crack and all, it's over.
Yeah.
And my finger also crack is came. Now after that it's okay, my finger and all, it's okay. But my nail, having nail, how problem still.
see the
That one. But in the, from the
Davis
root is
Strike-
clear now. My, from
Davis-
the root, can you see, doctor, this one?
Da-
From the root
Davis-
is clear.
ദേവി സിസ്റ്ററെ ഓരോ ചോദ്യം ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് ഡോക്ടറിന് ഉത്തരം പറയാനുള്ള ചാൻസ് കൊടുത്തില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ചോദിച്ചു പോയാൽ എല്ലാം കൂടെ ഉത്തരം പറയാതെ വരും.
അല്ല, ദേവി സിസ്റ്ററിന് കുഴപ്പമൊന്നുമില്ല, ഞങ്ങൾ അടുത്ത ആളിലേക്ക് പോകാം. ദേവി സിസ്റ്ററെ പ്രശ്നം എന്താണെന്നൊന്ന് പറയാമോ? ഇത് എല്ലാം കുഴപ്പമില്ലെന്നുള്ളതാണ് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത്.
കുഴപ്പമില്ലെന്നല്ല പറഞ്ഞത് ഞാന്, ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ കാണിച്ചതാ പുള്ളി. ഓക്കെ ഡോക്ടർ, ഓക്കെ.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you one thing. As I told you, skin diseases, they take long time to cure. Okay. As you said, the foot lesion, foot area has healed, it has cured. But putting Vaseline is good thing to prevent it from happening again. Okay, keep applying Vaseline, it will not break down again. If it breaks down again, put the medicine again earlier. The nail fungal infection will take at least 6 months treatment because our nail grows very slowly. Our nail grows less than 0.5 millimeter in every week. Our full nail grows in 6 months time. So for the nail fungal infection to cure, it will need 6 months treatment. And if you're doing a wet work, like you're a housewife or you're cooking too much, you're putting a hand in the water, which you have to for cleaning and all. Our ladies in the house, they do get this problem. So we said, after doing your household work, try to keep the area dry, and then put the medication.
Which
The
medicine?
Now, the medicine which is given is Tracon and Lamisil, that is antifungal. Okay. How many days the doctor told you to apply it? The Itracon is to be taken once, twice a day for 7 days and repeat after 3 weeks. Yes or no? How many days? How many cycles the doctor told to be repeated?
I course that completed. I course all I finished. I
How many months?
regularly 6 months.
How many
Almost last June I started. I finished. I stopped only December 31st, 2020.
So you took it for 6 months?
Yeah. Tablet I took 20. I think one first course 14 days. Next course means 21 days. The tablet. Yeah.
Usually, see, always better to keep picture of the nail before and picture now, how it looks. Okay, because in the video it is not very clear. Picture will be better to check and compare how it is. If the nail is still abnormal, you can keep on applying that Lamisil spray. Don't stop. Yeah, don't stop.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm applying only that medicine, no any other medicine for that one.
You send a picture of the nail again. Let me see how abnormal it looks.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you,
You
doctor.
can-
Thank you.
You can send to George, then I will reply back to him.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, doctor, I am just before this I sent one picture of a leg. That person is having 1 year issue with that, and he is applying Bipanthen and no result.
This one, see, this
yeah.
one is looking like either dry eczema or psoriasis. It's like that maybe he has it on the other parts of the body also.
He mentioned only on the leg. Yeah,
Yeah.
35-year-old person.
Yeah. So this can be taken care of by ointment, Celibate, and Bipanthen is okay. I'll write you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Roshan, please.
Yeah. Doctor, we'll go to the case number 8, which also you already answered. Okay, but now for others to know, it's been quite some time. Few marks are seen on my legs. I think that's what Georgette just asked. No, down the knees, how itchy feeling on the thighs and knees. When I woke up, and for slight relief, I have to wash those area in the water. May I know the reason? ചേട്ടൻ എനിക്ക് ഉറക്കത്തിൽ നിന്ന് എണീക്കുമ്പോഴൊക്കെ ചൊറിച്ചിൽ വരെ വരുന്നതും അത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ വെള്ളത്തിൽ കഴിയാൻ മാത്രം ആശ്വാസം കിട്ടും എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ചോദിച്ച ചോദ്യത്തിന് ഉത്തരവാണ്. ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞത് ഇത് ചിലപ്പം എക്സിമ ഡ്രൈ സ്കിന്നിന് കാരണമുള്ള എക്സിമ ആവാനായിരിക്കും. എലീക്ക ഓയിൽമെന്റ് ദിവസത്തിൽ 2 വട്ടവും ഡെക്സറൈൽ ക്രീം 2 വട്ടവും ഒരു 2 തൊട്ട് 4 ആഴ്ച വരെ പുരട്ടി നോക്കാനാണ് ഡോക്ടർ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന അഡ്വൈസ്. Doctor, next question which we got it is okay. He has got itching sensation in his body, especially between the bends of the knees and all. Okay, mostly it happens when he comes from outside.
No, and any change in the skin color or any spots there behind the knees?
She
Can
has
be
not
acute.
mentioned that. What she's mentioned is she has itching sensation when she comes from the out and all in those areas.
Some people can have little sensitivity of the skin, that temperature change from outside to inside, the skin feels little irritated and they get itching. If it is lasting for few minutes or few seconds, nothing to worry about. But if there is any change in the skin color or texture, then we have to see whether it is eczema or dryness which is causing the itching. Okay.
Thanks, doctor.
They should send a picture of that area.
Okay. സഹോദരി വെളിയിൽ നിന്നൊക്കെ പുറത്ത് വരുമ്പോൾ ദേഹത്തുണ്ടാകുന്ന ചൊറിച്ചില്, കാലിലെ മടക്കിലൊക്കെ ചൊറിച്ചില് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ചോദ്യമാണ് ഞാനിപ്പോ ചോദിച്ചത്. ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞത് കളർ മാറ്റവും കാര്യങ്ങളും ഒന്നുമില്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതിന് വറി ചെയ്യേണ്ട കാര്യമില്ല. അത് ചിലപ്പോൾ വേർപ്പ് സംബന്ധമായി വരുന്നതായിരിക്കാം. പക്ഷെ കളർ മാറ്റവും അങ്ങനത്തെ എന്തെങ്കിലും വരുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതൊന്ന് പിക്ചർ എടുത്തൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് അയക്കുക. അന്ന് കണ്ടിട്ട് കാണാതെ ഒന്നും പറയാൻ കഴിയത്തില്ലെന്നാണ് ഇപ്പം ഡോക്ടർ പറഞ്ഞത്. ഡോക്ടർ, കേസ് നമ്പർ 10. My son has small scars on his hands, legs. It's dark black in color. It's because of some insect bites. After healing also, but whenever he scratches that area, the area becomes dark black again. Any cream to remove the mark? Let me translate the question once, doctor. എന്റെ ചേട്ടാ കേസ് നമ്പർ 10 ചേട്ടൻ ചോദിച്ച ചോദ്യമാണ്. എന്റെ മോന്റെ കയ്യിലും കാലിലും ഒക്കെ കറുത്ത ഇതുണ്ട്. അതൊരു ഇൻസെക്ട് കടിച്ചതിന് ശേഷം വന്നതാണ്. ചൊറിയുമ്പോഴെല്ലാം അത് പിന്നെയും ഡാർക്ക് മാർക്ക് ആവാനുണ്ട്. എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്രീം ഉണ്ടോ റിമൂവ് ചെയ്യാനാണ് ഡോക്ടർ ഇപ്പൊ ചോദിക്കുന്നത്.
See, in my presentation, I was showing pigmentary. Pigmentary condition means a change in color. It can be increase in color or decrease in color. Decrease in color, I showed vitiligo, very common. Increase in color. One of the reason for increase in color is post-inflammatory. Anything inflammation which happens in the skin can leave behind marks. Okay. So some people after acne, they get dark marks. Some people after insect bite. Some people after injury, they can have, after the injury has healed, it leaves behind dark mark. So what, as this lady is telling, the child is having marks on the area, dark marks on the area wherever insect bite has happened. When insect bite goes, the dark mark is there. Now these kind of dark spots, they themselves fade away with time. Our body is able to remove the color, but it takes months, few months. Okay. Problem with our skin is brown skin. Like people who are British or Canadian or American, they are white skin. They don't have much color in their skin. When they get this kind of thing, there's the condition doesn't leave behind any mark. Our skin, anything happens, it has a tendency to leave behind black marks. But some of this condition, the marks will disappear on their own. If you want to reduce the color more quickly, there is a cream, the same cream which is used for melasma, as I showed in the hydroquinone, that can be used. Okay.
Okay, thanks, doctor. Yeah. Okay, doctor, the next question was, okay, next question is, while having some food like a potato and other sort of foods, okay, he is having itching sensations. I'll let you know the food names in just a moment. Yeah. The foods are like a potato, dal, orange juice and everything. So if he has this, he is having itching sensation all over his body. What can be done?
See, this food allergy is very difficult to be sure of whether it is causing, it is a potato or orange or other food which is causing. In order to find where food is the exact cause, See,
Hello?
if a food is causing itching or every time it is taken, not that today the child takes potato, it causes irritation and itching, tomorrow it doesn't cause. That means it is not because of that. Understand?
Okay.
Food allergy, and whether when he's taking potato, is he taking potato only or he's taking other things also? And potato in what form? In the form of chips, or in the form of vegetable, or in the form of samosas? So food allergy is not so easy to find out. It's not. It may be in there, but to find out food allergy, first is every time that food is taken, it should cause. Okay. And like a person takes potato, after half an hour, few minutes or 1 hour, itching or rash should appear. So the best way is to stop potato for 1 week or 2 weeks. Don't give anything of potato and test it again. After 1 week, test it again. Okay. If
Okay.
it occurs again, so food allergy, you have to maintain a food diary every time that food is taken. If she's telling me it is because of these foods, stop these foods altogether for a month.
Okay.
And then see whether the allergy is occurring or not. Even after stopping it is occurring, that means those foods are not the cause.
Okay.
And
Thanks,
after stopping, if it is not occurring, that after 1 month, then give that food once again.
Okay. Thanks, doctor.
So testing for food is it takes time, and it is difficult to. The person should understand how to do it.
Okay. ചേട്ടാ ഈ ഫുഡ് അലർജി കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ ആക്ച്വലി പാടാണ്. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ ഈ കഴിക്കുന്ന സംഭവങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് കഴിച്ചു നോക്കിയിട്ട് കുറച്ച് നാളത്തേക്ക് നിർത്തി നോക്കുക. അപ്പൊ ചൊറിച്ചിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ടോ നോക്കുക. അങ്ങനെ വരുന്ന ഒരാഴ്ചത്തെ ഒന്ന് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യുക, എന്നിട്ട് കഴിച്ചു നോക്കുക. അപ്പൊ ഇത് കഴിക്കുമ്പോൾ മാത്രമാണോ വരുന്നതെങ്കിൽ അത് സംബന്ധമായ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അലർജി ആയിരിക്കാം എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പറയുന്നത്. So doctor, we'll go for the live section now. Okay, there are 2 more persons online.
Yeah.
Dakshan?
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask, please.
Yeah. Good evening, doctor. Good evening.
Good evening.
Doctor, my son is now almost 10 years old. From birth onwards, he was too much worrying for this atopic dermatitis. So whatever medicine available in the world, we applied, and still no improvement, doctor. He was too much worrying. We tested all the medicines. Whatever available in the Kuwait and whatever available in the India, we used all the medicines, but there is no improvement. Then someone told you have to shift to India, then you will get cure. So we want advice from you. If once we reach India, you will get cure, doctor. And also, if this all medication is not working, then we can go for this laser treatment or any, as you advise now, for some surgeries. It will be useful, doctor. And how to reduce, they told in the blood there is eosinophils counting is high. So how to reduce the eosinophils counting, doctor? Please advise us.
See, as I told you, first of all, try to understand the nature of the condition your child has. Atopic allergy, eczema. It cannot be cured anywhere in the world. You shift from one place to another, that is not it is not the air in the Kuwait which is causing it. Okay. It is in the genetics, which he has inherited. Maybe you have a family history. Anybody who has atopic eczema, their family history of asthma, allergic rhinitis, running nose, or skin allergies here. These 3 things are inherited together. Parents can have asthma, children can develop atopic eczema. Okay. Now that genetic tendency cannot be cured, cannot be removed, cannot be anywhere in the world. Shifting to Kuwait, other area is not a solution. As you said, nothing is working. What is the meaning of working? When you apply a steroid cream, does the eczema disappears from that area or not? If it disappears, a person has headache and takes Panadol, headache is removed. Next day again he has headache. After 1 month he again has headache. He again takes the Panadol. That doesn't mean that Panadol is not curing. The medicines are working. Try to understand the nature of the illness that your child has. It is a lifelong condition. how it will be controlled, what are the aggravating factors to avoid, to minimize, those kind of things. That way. Now, if I mention laser and surgery, try to understand which condition I was referring to. Laser and surgery is not for eczemas. That was for vitiligo, other conditions or scars. So anything fancy which comes in the medical thing, that doesn't mean that everything is working for that. Yes, there is phototherapy for severe eczema. For every condition, there are treatments available according to the severity, according to the how long the condition is lasting, how extensive it is. You should have shown the picture, then we'll say, ki, okay, what is it? And yes, people are worried to use steroids for long time. Then there are non-steroidal creams and ointments are available. When to use, how to use, the doctor should advise and the person should follow.
Yeah, doctor, we met before this dermatologist. They told when you become 5 years old, you will get cured, they told. But now you said it is lifelong, it will continue. Then
That's what I'm telling you. I don't tell my patients that it will be cured. Something which is I never tell them. In our books, it is written some children may become better by the age of 2, some children by the age of 5, some children may become better by the age of 7. And then they remain well for a few years. Again, in adult age, it starts, but it doesn't cure. So the doctor should tell the exact nature of the disease, how it will behave, and don't give false promises and false information.
Doctor, I recently, one of the my colleague, he told he was staying in States, US. He told he was started using now this. He's saying dupilumab, the newly medicine they found. They say it will useful, doctor.
Useful, yes. Ask your friend what is the price of that medicine, and ask the doctor what is telling. The dupilumab is to be taken lifelong, or it is just take for 6 months and then the whole year it will not come. If that kind of treatment is there, that person will get the Nobel Prize. Try to understand these are modern treatments. It is an injection. Take it. Person doesn't have to apply creams and ointments. That is a relief. But again, it's not a cure. What is the meaning of cure? Cure is something you take for once and the condition doesn't come back.
Yeah.
If the disease comes back, then it's not a cure. It's a new medicine, new treatment, very expensive, available in Kuwait also. In ministry only for Kuwaitis. Outside private available 1000 KD a month. Who can afford? Go for things which is affordable, available, and which can be used judiciously. I said judiciously. How to use, when to use, so that it doesn't cause side effect and it gives you the result. Okay. Yes, dupilumab is available. Again, it is not a cure. Ask your friend, is it a cure? Tell that doctor. They should tell clearly. It's not that you go for a 2 lakh rupees medicine in the hope it's just because it's a new medicine and it's expensive. The person should clearly tell. Yes, it is a control again. Yeah.
So that medicine still under research only, doctor, not success now.
No,
It's
it is
under
not a
research now.
research. It has been launched. It is available. It is not a research medicine. It is available. But again, as I'm saying, it is not a cure. What you are asking is your question was, can it be cured? Shall I shift to him to India?
No, doctor. Now the full world is looking for this medicine for the COVID-19, but there is so many diseases like this atopic dermatitis, so many diseases without medicine, no, doctor. That patients are too much worrying. Their life become very miserable.
No, I understand. Research is going on. The drug companies are doing research where there is more money to be made. Nobody is making new antibiotics. Nobody is making new antifungals. These are diseases of the poor people.
Doctor.
Because my son is too much worrying, doctor. He was studies and his life too much. He was worrying too much, and his daily routine.
Any chronic condition, treatment of the patient and treatment of the family, reassurance, explaining to the patient, psychotherapy, education of the patient. Yes, child can feel, I can understand. Child will feel if his skin is not looking good, other children will think it is infected, it is bad, they will not be friend with him. Yes, as I
doctor,
told in
it is,
my
doctor,
first
it's
slide,
happening, yes.
I showed you that skin conditions can have great psychological impact.
Doctor, can I just interrupt you if you don't mind?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Dakshan, actually, we do have many questions in here. I'm really sorry to cut you off here because actually the question which you asked does not have any answers, and for last 5 minutes it's going here and there with the same answers. So I'm really sorry to cut you off. There are many people waiting online to ask the questions, and the time we had also is already over. So hope you can understand. I'm just moving ahead with the next question.
Doctor, okay, doctor, any best moisturizer you can recommendation, doctor? You can recommend best moisturizer?
Dexeril,
Doctor.
Dexeril.
Okay, doctor, we are using that one also. Yes, we are using already this Dexeril like daily 2 times after bath. So,
No, see, why I say it is good, the skin will become dry again. The dryness, atopic people, children, there is a deficiency of particular moisturizing factors in the skin genetically.
Okay.
So that is why you have to apply this moisturizer again and again, 3 times, 4 times a day.
Doctor, I'm moving on to the next question. In the chat box, actually, we got a question from Dr. Philippos. What he is asking that in this present pandemic, okay, with the frequent hand wash and face wash, using soap, sanitizer and everything. So what is the best way to keep your skin moist? I think you just said the now. That will be enough, right?
Yeah, keep applying after washing, applying the soap and all, apply the moisturizer again and let it dry. I can understand, like if you wash it with the sanitizer, which is alcohol based, it will remove the fat. But then you apply a moisturizer or emollient, that will make it sticky. And the doctor wants to wear the gloves. Wait for some time and then wear the gloves. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, one person is asking that right now in the market and everything, there are so many mixing whitening cream available and everything, right? And they say that in 9 days time, so much of your marks, everything will be gone and all. What's your opinion about it?
Whitening cream is a big business, $1 billion, big business. Okay. Yeah. And they promise moon. They will promise in their within 2 months you will start looking like Aishwarya Rai or Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan himself was very dark when he was initially started. Okay. And none of the people, they will go back to the company. Okay, you are promising this. I use it not for 1 month. I use it for 2 months. I spent 50 KD. Now return my money back. No one. They are claiming, and there is no regulation for that. These whitening creams are of no use. Many of these creams have harmful ingredients, especially steroids. Should not be used. Okay. If there is a discoloration, hyperpigmentation because of a disease or a melasma, better to see a dermatologist. He will guide you what to use. Our skin gets darker because of sun rays. Using sunscreen is one way of not getting darker skin. But that sunscreen is not like you're supposed to apply minimum of 10 ml all over the face, this much. And sunscreen is 8 KD per month. They want to be fairer. God has whatever complexion God has given, one should be happy with that. Problem is Michael Jackson was born dark. He wanted to become white.
Yeah.
And people who are whites, they want to become dark. They go for sun tanning and then they get skin cancers.
That indeed was a great example which you gave about Michael Jackson's. Thanks, doctor.
Yeah. Yes.
Doctor, the next
better
question
to
was
use sunscreen. Simple. Yeah.
Okay. The next question which is asked is small babies, especially under 1 year old and everything, they are having rashes on the skin and on their body and all. Maybe due to dry skin and everything. What has to be done?
See, just for dry skin, moisturizing creams, which are not very thick, which are easy to spread. Like if you want to use expensive one like Cetaphil, Aveeno are there. Okay, more expensive. Mild ones, as I said, Dexeril 1.25 kd. It has liquid paraffin, it has Vaseline, it has glycerin. All three things together.
Thanks, doctor.
Apply.
Yeah.
Apply it.
Thanks. Doctor, next question was asked by one Miss Manasa. She's 14 years old. She's suffering from acne and pimples. Is there any solution for that?
Yeah, as I said now, for each of these conditions, we can have different talk every 2 months or so. Acne, children develop from the age of, as I said, 9 to 11, and by teenage it becomes more. There are many treatments available depending on how severe the acne is, whether it is mild or moderate or severe. Mild one, only creams and gels and lotions. Moderate, creams, gels, lotion and antibiotics. Severe ones, there is a latest medicine, Roaccutane, isotretinoin, which needs blood testing for liver and lipids before starting. Okay. So better to, there are treatment available. Treatment should be started for acne early so that it doesn't leave behind marks or scars. Okay. And many people, many children have the habit of trying to remove it by nails. That will lead to more worse scars.
Doctor, one Mr. Rubesh is waiting online. Rubesh, please.
Hello, doctor. Good evening.
Good evening.
I have a 15 years ago, maybe psoriasis. Psoriasis is a very screen problem, is a thickness. Or if you have any medicine from here or Kuwait, now I am working still in Kuwait.
Yeah, as I said, psoriasis is a lifelong condition. Treatment is expensive. The same medicines are available in private, but each tube costs around 8 kd, 12 kd. Better to go to your local area clinic, get a referral for the dermatology in your main hospital. Most of the medicines are available in the ministry also. If you are working in a good company, they are providing assurance, go to private, no problem. But the treatment, monthly treatment with even ointments and creams, simple ointments and creams which are there for psoriasis will cost you 20-30 kd a month.
Not injection here. Injection.
See, as
not
I said,
allowed.
there are tablets, there are injection. The doctor has to decide according to the severity, how extensive it is, whether psoriasis is causing joint involvement, pain, arthritis, nail. Okay, there are treatments available. Some treatments are available, affordable. Some are, unfortunately, even I cannot afford. Many, not most. If I get it, I will live with it.
Okay, thank you.
I'll spend that money gifting to my wife some gifts every month and or to my children.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay. Okay.
Doctor, we have one last person. One Miss Somi is there. Somi, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
വീഡിയോ കൂടെ ഓണാക്കാമോ സ്വാമി? ചോദിച്ചോളൂ.
ഞാൻ എന്റെ ഹസ്ബൻഡിന് വേണ്ടിയാണേ. പുള്ളിക്കാരന്റെ തലയിൽ നിറച്ച് ഇങ്ങനെ കുരു വന്നിട്ട് ഈ മുഖത്ത് മുഖക്കുരു വരുന്ന പോലെ തന്നെ തലയിൽ നിറച്ച് കുരു വന്നിങ്ങനെ പഴുത്ത് വരികയാണ്. ഇപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ 1 വർഷമായി ഇപ്പൊ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട്. ഇപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ ഡോക്ടർ മിനിസ്ട്രിയിലും കണ്ടു, പ്രൈവറ്റിലൂടെ മെട്രോയിലൊക്കെ പോയി കണ്ടു. അവര് ഇപ്പൊ 3 കോഴ്സ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു ആന്റിബയോട്ടിക് എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ക്ലിൻഡാമൈസിൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടൊരു ആന്റിബയോട്ടിക്കും പിന്നെ ഈ തല തേക്കാൻ സൊല്യൂഷനും ഒക്കെ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അത് തേച്ചിട്ടും ഇപ്പോഴും തലയിൽ നിറച്ച് കുരു വന്നിട്ട് വരികയാണ്. അതിങ്ങനെ പഴുത്തിരിക്കുകയാണ് തല കുരു വന്നിട്ട്.
Roshan, will you translate it? Doctor, yeah.
Doctor, what she said is that she has talked for her husband. Okay, her husband has pimples in his head, same like the face pimples, and it also has pus and everything, and almost all over his head. So what shall be done?
The medicine applied was either the medicine.
Antibiotic clindamycin. No. Antibiotic tabardalacin.
See this. What she's telling is as I said, bacterial infection of the hair follicle, folliculitis. This cause first points painful. Okay.
Yeah, it's painful also.
Yeah.
And
So for
sometimes
that
one-
you need to
Yeah.
take antibiotic course. Okay.
yeah, he
Normally,
took 3 course antibiotic now.
no,
3 course.
Sometimes it is acute folliculitis. It subsides in 2 weeks. Chronic takes treatment for long time.
Yes.
So 1 to 2 weeks take augmentin twice a day. Then after augmentin, doxycycline 100 milligram daily for 1 to 2 months.
1 to
Okay.
2 months. Okay, doxycycline.
Doxycycline.
And you are applying this
100
clindamycin T solution also.
That's okay, but with the in hairy area solution is easy to apply, but I think Fusidin ointment is better. Doxycycline 100 milligram daily, Fusidin ointment twice a day, antiseptic shampoo like Cetrimide shampoo. In India it is available, here it is not available. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you, doctor. Thank you.
Doctor, just one last person, that is our own admin, Mr. Albin. Albin, please go ahead. Albin, you're mute. Unmute yourself. Yeah, please go ahead.
Don't worry, I'm not going. I'm just
അല്ല റോഷൻ ചേട്ടാ എന്റെ അതിന്റെ പി അല്ലേ?
അല്ല ഇത് ചോദ്യം ചോദിക്കാനാണോ?
ഇല്ല, ചോദ്യം ചോദിക്കാനല്ല.
Okay, George, please.
Okay, Albin, continue, Jido. Doctor, actually, yeah, Albin will be delivering the word of thanks. And Doctor, is there anything more? I mean, we have already covered everyone, the online, the one which we have already received the questions. And I believe, like in the chat, we are getting a very good response from the people saying, like it was a wonderful presentation and the explanations you have given was very good. So a lot of appreciations are coming. Albin will just for the formality's sake, just say a word of thanks. Yeah, Albin, please.